several states that have not been in compliance. That would be Washington, California, and New Mexico.
Sean Duffy, you need to stop with the smoking mirrors. Notice he said several states and only mentions 3, which is a few. This regulation has been on the books since 1937. The executive order to enforce that regulation went into place June 25th, 2025.
Those are the three states that have not complied with this rule, which, by the way, this driver in Florida had received a CDL in Washington, California, and was pulled over in...
Notice he said that the driver had a CDL out of California and Washington. It was a non-domicile CDL, a non-government issued CDL, because he was a illegal alien, and they're still not enforcing these laws.
In July for speeding, and no doubt couldn't speak the English language, and law enforcement in New Mexico did not take his rig out of service.
It's not just New Mexico not taking these drivers out of service when being pulled over or even checked at the weigh station.
So this one driver touched all 3 states. Based on our review, they are not complying with our rule. And so phase 1 for us, which I'm announcing today, is we are going to give these states 30 days to come into compliance with truck drivers speaking proficiently the English language, or we're going to look at federal funding.
Giving them another 30 days after the executive order was already put in place back in June. And 90 days prior to that, they had time to get into compliance. Start enforcing the regulations and the laws on these states, and by pulling federal funding, that could make the states increase their taxes to their citizens and have their law enforcement increase on pulling people over for traffic violations and increasing tickets, raising that money to replace the federal government funding
they receive under the Motor Carrier Safety Assistance Program. So I believe California is 20 million or 30 million? 30 million. Washington is 10 million, and New Mexico is 7 million. Jesse will...
I want to point something out. 30 million to California is really not going to do anything, because they're in debt already. So they're not going to care.
Confirm that in a second, but these are millions of dollars. By the way, this is phase 1.